90% of Facebook advertisers in e-commerce and dropshipping are losing money or break even. And the reason they break even or lose money is because they're not running the right kind of ads. Their ads suck. And I want to show you the 7 creative types, the 7 ad types that we're able to spend $600,000 per month in our business, spending our own money. This is not an agency. We're not spending clients' money. This is our own money that we're spending on ads. And I want to show you the specific types of ads that you can replicate for your business to start printing starting today. And by the way, all of these types of ads that I'm about to show you, you can create using AI, or at least 80-90% using AI. And if you want me to cover it in a full tutorial, just comment AI below, and in the next few weeks, I'll make them for you so you can replicate it for your business. So just comment AI below and I'll create these for you. Now, the first type of the ad that prints right now, it's called dramatic demonstration. So I want to show you some examples of that. If your product can facilitate like a shocking experience when you demonstrate its effect, you can use this type of ad to absolutely print. So for example, here you see this product, you just pour it in the water, and it creates this like phenomenal experience. So it's very easy to shock people, to interest people. And this product is selling extremely well. Not every product will fall into this category, but if you're selling a product that has kind of like before and after effect that's like very fast, right? Like let's say you put skincare cream and it's like within a few seconds, skin looks different, for example. Or if you're selling product like this for home, or if you're selling something that people can see that effect like very fast, you can use it as a hook. And also you can use pretty much the whole section of your ads as a demonstration of that product. I see not all of the entrepreneurs that have these kind of products are utilizing this format effectively or not using it to the full capacity. But if you have this kind of product, you should absolutely use it. Another example is here. This one lights up in the dark. So it looks phenomenal, right? So it's dark outside. The kid is playing. Very simple ad, very simple demonstration. Like literally, if you had like a phone, you can record these ads at home, or you can create them using AI as well. So this is type of the ad or type of the product that just like absolutely prints, especially during Q4. These kind of giftable products during Q4 absolutely print. Third type of the ad is this one, where you demonstrate kind of like the effect and behind the scenes of what the product actually delivers to a customer. In this case, the product that's being sold is this VIP tickets to different events. And what they do here, number one, they stack the social proof. So if you have the social proof, if you have Trustpilot reviews, or if you have regular reviews on your website, you can stack them like this. This is very effective. We use it pretty much in every single one of our ads, just stacking the social proof. And then after that, there is a demonstration of the product and how it actually works, right? So it shows you kind of like behind the scenes what you get as part of using the product. They're showing you what it's like to be behind the scenes at one of these events and having this VIP experience. And then the ad ends with this pretty cool like call to action. Just remember, the best tickets sell fast. So they have urgency there. They have the URL here on screen, and pretty much that's how the ad ends. But the demonstration throughout the ad is what sells this particular product. Second type of the ad that absolutely prints right now is 1-minute VSL ads, right? These are very standard old format. And this one specifically is created using AI. You can see it's been running for 10 days here. It's shut down currently. For 10 days, it printed. You can see there's a person in the corner here, right? There's kind of like entering the actual person who's talking, giving the context of the conversation, hyping it up. And then there will be a transition to an actual person who's talking, right? So she's talking for now, boom, transitioning to the AI avatar here. This is completely using AI. You can see there's some slight things here on screen. You can notice that this is created by AI, but imagine you have these kind of ads, right? Imagine it takes you like few hours to create one ad like that. Instead of sending the product to your creator, or instead of like paying them hundreds of dollars, you can create this ad for probably $5-10 in AI credits, and you can test it right away. And you can test different scripts this way. You can create different formats this way. You can create different faces this way. So again, if you want me to create like a full tutorial on how to create these kind of ads, then just comment AI below and I'll do it in coming weeks. They have a little bit of B-roll here for the product, and then just demonstration of the product. It seems like this product was created literally using AI. I don't know if they even have this kind of packaging here. So it's so fascinating, but this brand prints. They run 123 active ads as of right now, which is great. And they've been ramping up this brand for the last few months. So this is a great demonstration of what AI can do to your business once you start applying these different formats, once you start leveraging these different tools to create content a lot faster. Third type of the ads here is 3-minute VSL. So this is very similar to the previous format. The only difference is person person kind of like talking throughout the whole time. You just have this person at the beginning, and then the rest is just filled with random like stock content while the script goes on screen here throughout the whole video, right? So there's some footage of the product, actually utilizing the product. So kind of like demonstration of how the product works, what's needed to install and use this product specifically, because there is a little bit of like installation needed. This VSL runs about like 5 minutes, but typically it's like 3 to 5 minutes is a sweet spot for these kind of ads. They don't perform as well as they used to before because there is just a lot of people using this format. However, if you just have more of the normal content or more like realistic content, because like if you're using a lot of just stock content like that, it probably wouldn't perform as well, right? People can differentiate what the stock content is, and that could be a great starting point for you. But if you want like real amazing results using this format, then you would have to leverage, more of the kind of like UGC-ish format. Like for example, these kind of like talking faces can easily be created with AI, probably with great realism. And you can also create this stock content as well. So you don't have to use this very vanilla stock content. You can leverage the content that's more realistic, and that will give you higher conversion rate, because consumers, even though not all of them can notice AI, but they can definitely notice stock content that's like, just like, yeah, I can see it's like just fake people, just kind of like posing for the camera. So you want to create more realistic content if you want to leverage this format. But overall, you can start with 1 minute ads if you're just getting into this, and then gradually progress to 3-minute ads, 5-minute ads as your skill set evolves and as you know better how to use all of these AI tools. And this ad in particular has been running for 17 days. It has been duplicated 4 times, and this brand has 1,468 active ads as of right now. So it's definitely something great for you to model and learn from. Next format that can absolutely print for you is AI podcast. Now, I personally love this format because it's so easy to create.
Have you ever?
If you comment AI below this video, I will create a full tutorial on how to make this specific format. And as you can see, it's very easy to create. You can probably notice this is AI, but most people probably can't, right? And it looks realistic. Person is kind of like looking in the camera. There is captions here below the screen. So for people that are just watching without sound like we do right now, they can read the whole script and understand exactly what the ad is talking about. And there is not many transitions, not a lot of editing here. And this particular ad just goes like this for the whole length, just person talking into the camera, talking into the podcast, fake podcast here. And this format is absolutely crushing for this advertiser. You can see it's been active for 11 days, this particular ad, and this advertiser has 691 active ads. So again, great advertiser and also great format to look for and replicate for your own brand. Next format that we'll look into is hook stacked VSL. Now, this is a little bit more advanced. This will only be applicable for you if you have already some winning hooks. So what you can do is you can stack winning hooks in one VSL, in one longer video. So for example, if we look this one from the beginning, it says, this is how I lost 20 pounds of fat, right? And there's like dramatic demonstration at the beginning, kind of like looks very weird. If you do pointless cardio, right? So this is the second hook, or maybe even like a third hook here. And then it transitions into the don't sacrifice dinner with friends just to eat a sad looking salad at home, right? So boom, another hook. So pretty much what they do here is they're stacking probably like 4 or 5 different hooks, if not more. And only after that, it transitions into the main part of the video. Explains exactly why people are not able to lose weight and why certain people are, just losing weight while eating whatever they want. Very, very interesting format. It's more advanced format because in order to do this, you have to have already some winners, right? You basically take winning parts from your different VSLs, from your different ads, and then you're stacking all of them into one ad at the beginning. And after that, it transitions to the main part of the video. Even after that, you can see it's kind of like still transitioning between these 2 different faces. So this guy is talking here on screen. He doesn't even talk until the end. It's still like transitions all the time. There's a lot of dynamic editing. So definitely more sophisticated format. So if you want to model it and you're just starting out, probably don't do it. Start with some of these easier formats that are like 1 minute long. Get some traction with that. Learn how to use these different AI tools. Learn how to understand like attention and how to keep that attention. And after that, you can become more advanced and more complex as you go. Next format here is random footage and long form copy. Now, this is a fascinating format that not a lot of advertisers are using. This advertiser here has 764 active ads. They've been around for a long time. This particular ad is running for 10 days. And if you look into this ad, this ad doesn't make any sense. Everyone in the circle knows he never touches the same woman twice. Footage here on screen is just random. It's like person is like cooking something or whatever. It just makes no sense, right? It's random footage. However, there is a script here on screen that kind of like drags you in. So if you have like product that sells like some emotional transformation, and by the way, it seems like this is from China here. That's fascinating here on top. If you're selling some emotional transformation, if you can tell the story about a particular person that has, certain experience, you can have very random footage and then captions on the bottom of your ad that kind of drags people in. Another advantage that this advertiser here has is that they're using the long form copy. So is your period over? Bam, bam, bam. You can see it's very long copy here. Like it's not even like a physical product. It's still like e-commerce, but more like a digital product that they're selling. And what happens here is they basically pre-sell it with this long form copy, this creative here on screen. The purpose of that is not to sell the product, but just to keep the attention on the ad. So people keep reading the copy and then move to the next step in the funnel. This is more advanced format. This is only for people that already understand advertising, already understand marketing, already know how to grab and keep the attention. But this format is something that's very different from majority of advertisers. So if you crack this format, you can scale to massive numbers. Like you can scale to $50,000, $100,000 a day in ad spend because this format here is so wide appeal. As long as you can keep the attention and your direct response long form copy converts people, you can absolutely print with this format. Seventh format that I wanted to share with you is AI on stage. I love this format because it's so fascinating. It's very similar to AI podcast format.
Now,
it's 4 minutes, 44 seconds long. So let's just watch this ad here. And by the way, I don't have the voiceover here because voiceover part is so easy these days. Like you can use 11 Labs to basically create a voice for each one of these like avatars. You can have different voices like females, males. So that part is taken care of. That's why I don't even have the voiceover here. What I'm mostly focusing on is the visuals and the copy, right? So the copy here, you can see the script is pretty good. It's talking about the plantar fasciitis, which is a particular condition for, I think it's for legs, some pain relief stuff. And the person is pretty much talking on stage, or it seems like she's talking on stage, but this is totally AI. Right? This is not a real person talking on stage, right? If you thought it's a real person, it's not. So it's very similar to AI podcast. You can create these avatars talking on stage, talking in a podcast environment, and you can have them say whatever you want them to say. Literally for 4 minutes and 44 seconds, this person is just talking here on stage. So this particular ad has been running for 8 days, and this advertiser has 104 active ads. So they're actively advertising, and they've been advertising for a long time, and seems like this format is doing pretty well for them. I have one more bonus ad type that you can leverage for your business. It's text on screen. And we started using this format. This format started to just perform extremely well for our business. This one here is very, very simple. So what you have here is you have a long form copy. So this is like story-based, very long form copy. So it will be applicable for products that have some outcome. On the background, there is just a music playing. And then as you start going through this, it's nothing else but a script. It seems like it's recorded on the phone. I don't know if it's actually recorded. Maybe it is. And it's kind of like just scrolling down throughout the whole section of the ad. So again, the goal here was this is to grab the attention and keep the attention, because if someone gets like dragged into this story, either in this visual format or in the long form ad copy, those people are pre-sold on the product that's being sold. And you can sell, pretty much any product. You can sell physical products, you can sell digital products this way because people are dragged into the stories. And if the story resonates with them, they'll be reading that story, and then you'll have tremendous average watch time on your ads, which means Facebook will reward you with high quality traffic, lower CPMs, and you can absolutely print with this format. Now, some people will say, oh, some of these formats will not be applicable for my business, or I'm not comfortable running this format because I have a brand. If your brand cannot scale, if you're unprofitable or breaking even with your ads, you have to just face the reality and start using some of these formats to scale it up. Like literally, there's nothing else that you have to do. You have to just address that AI is coming into the world of advertising, and you have to use some of these different formats to move faster, to produce better ads, produce more variations of the better ads. And that's how you scale your business. And if you want to get my personal feedback on the creatives and the ads that you're running and see where you can improve, just DM me creative on Instagram. There should be my Instagram below this video, and I'll see how I can help you. I also made another video recently that explains different image content formats that you can leverage for your business. There's 11 formats that are printing for us right now. If you want to see it, just click on this button here and you will be able to see it. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.